I've found yet another listing doing insane numbers monthly all on its own. This one's doing $28,000 in sales by itself monthly on Etsy. Join me as I analyze it, find what we can learn from it, and much more. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave. Please subscribe if you're new here. So let's jump into my computer immediately and check out this listing I found using EverBee. It's one of the main research tools that I use. This one is a personalized coastal bachelorette can cooler. So it's a beer koozie, but with a bachelorette twist. The first thing that we can learn from this, obviously, is that the bachelorette niche, when I mention that, I'm sure you're thinking of bachelorette t-shirts. A lot of people do that. A lot of people go after those group sales, but this is a whole different angle on that. So this listing is a fresh twist on something that does work. So that's lesson number one here today, is that you can take a fresh twist on something known to work. So with the bachelorette party stuff, what else can you sell a bachelorette party? Beer koozies is definitely one of those things. Now, I would say that you are taking a risk, going after the bachelorette party with beer koozies, because this store has been around since actually 2014, according to EverBee. So this one was likely very first to the party with the bachelorette koozies. So if you could think of another product idea that blends together the bachelorette party with a custom design on a new product, not a t-shirt, because people have t-shirt fatigue. I have t-shirt fatigue. And, if you're starting a print-on-demand store, I urge you, I beg you not to just do t-shirts right off the bat. If you're already doing t-shirts, that's totally fine. No problem. It's just easier to take off when you're doing other products, especially products that aren't sold a lot yet. If you watch Printify or Printful or Guten or any of these print-on-demand providers, and you jump on one of the newest products, and if you anticipate it doing well, if you anticipate that product being in demand and you jump on it and you put some proven designs on it, you use some proven niches, you add some twists like that, then it's very easy to have a lot more wind in your sails, much easier, because you're first to something with a proven concept, to a proven niche. That's a great way to do it. Anyway, side rant over. I just wanted to say that really quickly. So that's the first lesson that we can learn from it, is that it is a fresh twist on something that's been done a million times. The second thing I want to mention is that the price is very low. When you see this, $6.49 is not a crazy price. So getting a whole group of these koozies is not a bad choice, not a bad, dent in the wallet at all. There are a lot of colors, a ton of different colors. I would recommend no more than 6 to 10 color variations. That's just me, but there are studies that show psychological effects of too many choices. The famous one that I've even mentioned it here on this channel before is that anything after 6, people start to have indecision or no decision, period. They did a study in a store with flavors of jams where people could sample and then buy different flavors of jams. And I think anything below 6, when people liked it, they bought it much easier. But anything above 6 different choices, people failed to make a choice and didn't buy any jam, period. I might be misquoting it, but it's very close to something along those lines. So that's one thing I wouldn't do with this. Obviously, it doesn't matter what I think if it's doing $28K a month. However, for you, when you're trying to replicate success, you can always improve on it. So keep that in mind. Another thing, I don't like the bars. I don't like doing bars. I like doing commas. It saves you a lot of space, but doesn't matter. On this one, things worked for it. One thing that this listing I would like to point out is that it was likely around much, much earlier than what you can anticipate. And if you try to replicate it, you are going to go up against a lot of bachelorette koozie listings. Not saying that you can't do well doing so. You probably can do well doing so, but don't jump on it and switch your entire store over just to do that, right? Another thing I like is that it has personalized in the title. It has custom in the title. Anytime, you guys, that you have something that's customizable, make sure you have those two keywords in the title and tags. Personalized and custom, those are so key. And I've seen a lot of students not have custom or personalized in their title or tags, or just one or the other when we're talking about custom products. So it's very key to do so because those are the main keywords used to describe custom and personalized products. By the way, if you would like to work with me and you need help one-on-one in my coaching program, you can book a free call with me in the description below, completely free. I'll take a look at your store. We'll talk a little bit. I'll tell you how I can grow your store, and we'll go from there. The link is in the description and it's completely free. So all in all, this listing is really nice. Let's take a look at a second listing here. The second listing that I'd like to take a look at here is a custom figurine of a wedding couple. So you get it customized for a cake topper or something to that degree. So we're staying in the wedding niche today, yes. And I want to encourage you to be able to see a listing like this and be able to take it and customize it to your own business. So for this one, it's a Lego. It's a Lego thing. It's not something that everybody's going to be able to make. But for people that with 3D printers, you could absolutely create custom wedding figurines and custom wedding cake toppers. Those things alone would definitely be able to be a solid product. Custom cake toppers or custom wedding figurines with a 3D printer. That's what I see just by seeing this listing. So always have your mind open to be able to see different opportunities when you see listings like this. If you want to try EverBee, the link is in the description. You can help support the channel. That's how I find all these really interesting listings and just search through Etsy. You'll get a lot of inspiration, and it's really easy to get FOMO and shiny object syndrome. So be careful. Use the information that you find to your advantage, but not to your anxiety. Don't let it, take you on rabbit trails and stuff like that. Also, guys, if you want to try EverBee Store, you can build your own store, especially useful if you have your own social media following, or you just want to have a second source of income on a standalone website. You can have AI build it for you. You can build it yourself, or you can even import your Etsy listings, import your Shopify listings if you're trying to move away from Shopify or Wix or anything like that. You can check out EverBee Store. The link is in the description as well. So this listing is really interesting because I see a Lego set, but what I initially seen was something much more, and that is the ability to 3D print this and make a different product. So I encourage you to go through the product analytics on EverBee and just see what is doing the best. You can see things doing 5-figure incomes with single listings, and see what you can take and see what you can learn from that, because there's a lot of data here. And like I said, don't get FOMO, but there's a lot of data here, and I encourage you to use it to your advantage. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a beautiful day. All the links are in the description. God bless.